to the Simply Real podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I have a very special guest, Ishika Gundesha, coming to us from India. Ishika is a very young entrepreneur. She's doing so well, and I would love for her to introduce herself and tell us a little bit about what she does and how she is really getting to those audiences in India and around the world. Hey, Ishika, how are you? Thanks for joining me today on the Simply Real podcast.
Thanks for having me here.
Absolutely. So I heard you speak in a room on Clubhouse, and you're a young entrepreneur. You're doing some great things. You are reaching out to a large audience in India. Tell us a little bit about what you do and who you are.
Okay, so I'm Ishika and I'm 21 years old and I have got a business of organic soap making and my brand name is Soap Resort. I started this business because my skin is very sensitive and I could not use a synthetic soap. So I ended up buying organic soaps, which were like really very expensive. I could not afford it for daily use. So I thought of making it on my own. And then when I realized that there are many people out who cannot buy such products, organic products on daily basis. So I thought of selling it out to them as well at a very affordable price. So that was my goal initially.
Wow, that is so. What blows me away is that you're so young. You're only 21 years of age, and you have already started your own business. I don't know many people that age who have started their own business. First of all, what drove you to become an entrepreneur? I know you said it was because you're looking for something for yourself. What made you decide to put it on the market?
Actually, me being an entrepreneur, I didn't know until people started calling me entrepreneur. I was just doing my role as a human to give a benefit of luxury items to be given to society. But then I realized, okay, I am an entrepreneur, and then it gave me a sense of responsibility, and
Right.
then yeah.
Yes, you have a big sense of responsibility. I mean, selling these organic soaps is amazing. And so tell me a little bit about what ingredients are in the soap and how exactly did you make it?
Okay, so the ingredients we add in my soap is basically completely Ayurvedic, which are like very herbal medicines, which people have been using from ancient times in India, but gradually it has decreased, because of all the synthetic products which is available in market right now. So I ended up finding this couple of recipes in soap making itself, and I thought like, why not give it a try and let the Ayurvedic grow again.
Right.
So I started making and I started experimenting with the soaps, with the all the ratios and proportions and precisions. And I with all my testing and everything, I ended up getting all the final product. And right now I've got varieties of soaps. For example, I've got citrus, then I've got lemon and turmeric. And the turmeric also, we have got a lot of types, different types of turmeric. So what we use is wild turmeric in my soap. So like that we have got all the best ingredients, and we do make sure that wherever we buy these ingredients, they have been grown in organic environment as well. So
Right.
this is our keen observation to it.
Yeah, so I heard some of your ingredients. Turmeric is great. Turmeric is an antioxidant and it's great for your skin. So I love that you're using turmeric. And so you said you tested all of these ingredients already. So how did you go about starting this whole process? I'm just curious, being so young, how did you figure out how to do all this? Did you have some guidance?
No, when I started, I just started watching on YouTube like how to make soaps at home. Then when I ended up making my very first soap and I used it, my skin started reacting very badly. It was getting very itchy and I started getting rashes. Then I thought of being committed to it and making it perfect. I started doing my own research with the books and all the web searching. And then I realized that each and every soap has a different proportion of ingredients to be added. So
Right.
when I started studying in depth, that is when I realized that I need to work on it and I need to give my time to it. And then gradually I ended up getting final product and people are loving it.
Yeah, I can see that. You have a big target audience. And so are you just selling it in India right now, or is it being sold across the world or in the US? Like what's your target market right now?
As of now, I've been selling in India, but I've started getting a lot of orders from UK, Ohio, and California. But
Oh,
the issue
nice.
is the courier service I need to deal with. I'm not able to find. That is my biggest barrier for the shipping. Or else I've
Okay.
started getting a lot of orders from abroad.
So you're just having an issue with the shipping, which I'm sure that's something, you'll get eventually with meeting and networking with people, and maybe people listening to this podcast today would be more than happy to help you because I mean, Ishika, I'm so privileged to have be able to meet with you because you are just a phenomenal, inspiring young woman who is really empowering other people across the world to say, I can do whatever I want. As a young entrepreneur, you're really paving the path for other women. How many other young entrepreneurs do you feel that you have in India that you work with? I mean, is this something a new thing that's coming up?
No, I've been my friends have been having a lot of their small businesses as well. Like
Right,
I've been around them, so I can say that my circle has been a very good circle of entrepreneurs and startup and with brilliant minded I've been surrounded with. So for me, the kind of circle I have, I don't think that what we say that there is any lack, but yes, the growth, the kind of growth the we entrepreneurs deserve, that is where we are not getting because of all the products which is already existing in the market. This is
right.
where we face the problem because we need to work hard and we have to tell them and explain them why our product is better than what is already available.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure it takes a lot of work on your end of marketing and communications. And I mean, you're in this networking room on Clubhouse all the time. You speak so eloquently. You are doing a wonderful job in promoting your brand and really getting it out there. And I know that market's just going to get bigger and bigger for you. What advice do you have for other young entrepreneurs like yourself, up and coming, who want to do something similar to what you're doing? Or maybe just has an idea. What advice do you have for them?
For them, I would just say that if you have commitment, consistency, and constant energy to your work, I don't think there will be any barrier coming in between. And yes, if to the people who are very insecure about them or they are not confident enough, trust me, I've been there, and I wasn't social butterfly. It took me a lot of time to come out of my comfort zone and start talking to people and coming on larger platform. So that is somewhere one should be working on. But if you are able to give commitment to your work and there is consistency, you can achieve anything.
Oh, I truly believe that. Looking at you and listening to how you're speaking, I truly believe we can achieve anything. I always say we can always make the impossible possible, and that is truly a fact just by looking at what all the great things that you're achieving. Ishika, thank you so much for joining us today. A couple last questions that I have for you is how can people who want to buy your soaps, where can they contact you? How can they find you? How can they reach out to you? Or maybe somebody who wants to work with you to team up and helping you get the shipping and things like that.
Okay, so for any queries, I have got my Instagram account that is Soap Resort. So you can DM me over there anytime, or if you're not able to find my Instagram ID, I also have my Gmail, that is soapresort@gmail.com. So over there also you can send me the message. We'll be replying within 30 minutes. So we try to respond as soon as possible.
Yes, I see that. You're very up to date on everything and you're definitely getting out there.
Yeah.
And also, as we were talking about entrepreneurship, what other things are in store for Ishika? Is there any more ideas or innovation that you have coming up? Or is this business just going to be it for now? I see you being a very innovative person. So I feel like
No,
you're going to have a lot more to do.
I do have a lot of things to do. For example, adding more products to my brand itself. It is going to be, the products are going to be related to house cleaning as well
Nice.
as the personal hygiene as well. So it is completely going to be all eco-friendly, organic, and easily available at your home. Or you can say, it's not going to harm anyone else, especially
Nice.
animals. And my another plan is to give, there is future plan that is called second chance, where people have lost their hopes, nothing is working for them, or their career has been over, or the people who have been to jail, and when they come out, it is really very hard for them to find a job. So I believe that encouraging them with having their own startup, that is where I would be helping them out. So these are
Oh
my
my,
very long
that
lasting.
that is a wonderful, beautiful idea and such a nice way to integrate people coming back out of, like you just said, people who were in jail and now they're looking for a place to start. I mean, I love that idea. How would you think about getting them up and running? I would just love to hear your ideas behind it.
As of now, I haven't thought much about it, but as of now, I don't have much of a power. But in coming days, if I am able to do it, I would love to visit, couple of jails in my city or the place where
Mhm.
I live. I would like to visit them, and I would like to talk to them. And there are people out of hundreds, or there are a couple of few people who really want to bring changes, positive changes in their
Right.
life. So those people are going to make differences in their life, and that is going to be more than enough to me. So
Yeah, absolutely.
them would be my biggest honor when they will be able to stand on their own feet.
Right. That's amazing, amazing, Ishika. I'm so blown away by what you just said, and I'm really, really honored to be talking to you right now because you are just a beautiful soul who's so compassionate and willing to help others. And I see that within you. And these ideas will eventually flourish and they will become successful because you have the mindset, which I want to talk a little bit about. How did you were able to shift your mindset to be able to implore all these ideas and to really put them into force? Because I'm sure it takes a little bit of that entrepreneurship mindset. What were some things that you did to help you along your journey?
Um, I have been alone myself, and I've kept myself shielded. So sitting idly reading, I've been always been surrounded by books and positive people. If I had, like, on recent days, I'm getting positive people, but before that I was completely those that isolated girl who wasn't ready to get into the world and talk to human beings. So I was always surrounded with my books, and while sitting only, it just clicked on my mind that someday I really want to bring the change. And but how am I going to bring change? Everyone is working for that, but what different can I do?
Well, you
So
certainly
this
are
is
making great changes, Ishika. You're doing some great things. You are truly, truly making an impact, and it's an amazing journey to hear. And we definitely want you to come back on the Simply Real podcast to update us on your future ventures and everything else that you're going to be accomplishing. Because I see a great future ahead for you. You're probably going to become one of those top people featured in, like, those magazines.
so
Do
I
you have?
hope so that
I
they
think
come
so.
soon.
You're doing great things, and I'm just, it's really, really great to speak with you. Any lasting thoughts, anything that you want our listeners and the audience to know about you?
To the people who are just afraid of getting a start or getting that kick, I would say that wherever you are, you have not come this far to be this far. You have come this far to be even more stronger to wherever you have to go. So just take one step, and everything would be going with the flow. That's
Beautiful. There you have it, everyone. At the Simply Real podcast, my very special guest, Ishika Gundesha, this young entrepreneur from India who's doing great things. She is a powerhouse. She is motivating. She's empowering people across the globe with her organic lines of soap and so much more to come out. We cannot wait to see what Ishika has in store for us. Ishika, thank you so much for joining us here on the Simply Real podcast. We look forward to having you back, and it was truly, truly an honor to have you as a guest.
I'm very honored to be here. Thank you very much for having me here.
Sure. Thank you, Ishika.